world, it's me, Brizzy, and you've probably seen videos on YouTube that are like, what's in my purse? What's in my bag? And I was like, oh, that seems fun. And then I look at my purse and I'm like, oh, it's my phone and some cards and maybe some receipts. That's not an interesting video. What could be interesting is if instead I do a what's in my zombie bag video. Now I want to start off this video by warning you that I am not a survival expert. I did some research to find out what were some good items to have in a bug out bag, and I got them and arranged them in this nice beautiful bag. Just don't try to take this video too seriously. I know the chances of a zombie apocalypse are 1 in 5 gajillion trillion, but it's a fun excuse to make a survival bag. And this is an important thing to have in your house, in my opinion. You never know. That's all I gotta say. You never know. So first of all, on the outside, probably the first thing you see is this little knuckle switchblade thing. Punch a zombie, stab him in the head. Dead. Next thing you see clipped on here is this little mini flashlight. Just go boop. It's pretty bright. Pretty bright. Yep, sorry about your eyeballs. Some Tinder quick fire tabs, all-weather fire starter, lights even when wet. We've also got some waterproof matches up in here. Waterproof, right? Magic. Also in here for easy fire starting ability, we've got a couple of Bic lighters, so we can just go sweep. Yeah. What we also have in this little pocket is a Gerber Multi-Tool. Schwonk! So this is like a pocket knife on steroids, basically. It's got pliers, and then like scissors and knives and wrenches and screwdrivers. So many things that I can't even begin to get into it, but just trust me, it does a lot of magic. We've got Cliff Bars! So many Cliff Bars. Oh my gosh.
We've got oatmeal, raisin, walnut, crunchy peanut butter, macadamia nut, crunchy peanut butter. Did I already say that? I don't care.
We've got all the flavors. This won't last you forever, but for that reason, we have emergency food. Here is a separate bag that I have that's kind of like a fanny pack sort of thing, and inside of this survival kit, many pouches of emergency drinking water, an emergency whistle, some cleansing towelettes,
a little mini bed first aid with all your little basics like band-aids and alcohol wipes and stuff, a little cute little first aid kit,
an AM FM radio with batteries included, a hand crank flashlight, no batteries necessary, and 2,400 calories of emergency food in brick form. Apparently this stuff does not taste awesome, but you know what? In an emergency, this will last you 2 more days. I used to have a bunch of awesome beef jerky in there too, but I think I ate it because it's not there. A survival saw. Shing, 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 shing. And you can cut through pretty large limbs as far as I know. A knife sharpener, important. And this cool little survival whistle necklace thing. A compass and a flashlight of some kind. It's not super bright compared to the other ones I've got. And it's got like an emergency signal mirror inside. I don't really know how to use that, but maybe someone I'm with will know how to use that. In here we also have a little bullet knife thing. I thought it would just went with the theme of the bag. Schwank! Bow bow! First, in this little pocket, we've got SAS Survival Guide. Has all sorts of tips on health
and reading the signs and campcraft and food and climate and terrain and essentials, you guys.
We've got a cool little headlamp. Ooh, I look like a coal miner. We've got a little baggie of toiletries and just kind of unnecessary items that we could really ditch if we needed to lose some weight. In here, we have a plastic spork. And some deodorant, mucho necesario. Some bug repellent with SPF inside. You don't know in a zombie apocalypse if mosquitoes are gonna transfer the zombie virus around. You don't know. So you don't want mosquitoes biting up on you. No, you don't. Toothbrush and toothpaste. Some hand sanitizer. And some chapstick. Chapstick, you don't want your lips getting chapped. And also you can use chapstick to help you start fires. Fun fact. And the last thing we have in here is a bunch of moist towelettes. So I have some hoo-ahs, which are unscented field towels, which are apparently pretty awesome for camping to help you just cleanse yourself, and also some wet ones, which are a nice alternative and just not as expensive as who was. Zip it up. Right on top, we've got first aid zombie survival kit. I mean, it's really just a standard first aid kit, but it's got like everything you could ever want. Next, we've got a life straw, which is pretty awesome. It's all bagged up, so I figured I'd keep it nice and fresh and clean in here. But basically, it's a tube that you drink dirty water with, and it filters the water through the straw into your mouth. Clean water that you can drink. Next, we've got this little grenade thing. It's not actually a grenade, I'm not that hardcore, but it's a little baggie. And you open it up. I just went from hardcore to like, it's a little baggie. So when you open it up, we've got a bunch of paracord. We've got another little compass. We've got some alcohol wipes, some more tinder plugs, and a little fire starting kit. Some fishing lines with hooks. Next, we've got an emergency sleeping bag. Look how tiny this is, tiny, tiny. And it'll fit 2 people. And if for some reason this isn't enough, I have got so many emergency blankets. These silver ones that retain body heat, I've got so many of them because they're so cheap. And we've got more emergency food rations. I totally forgot about this. So yeah, this is 2 days worth of food right here. Again, probably not the tastiest meal, but in an emergency, you gotta do what you gotta do. What is this? I built this bag like 5 months ago, you guys. I don't remember what's in here. It's a telescope or monocular, so you can adjust it and you can see it all far away. You never know where the zombies are gonna be, so you wanna see them before they see you. In here we have a weatherproof notebook. Pretty cool. It's still all bagged up all nice and new. I figured I'd keep it that way, but you can write on this in the rain and the paper will not die, basically, is the gist of that. We have this solar/hand crank powered radio flashlight phone charger. Yeah, all the things. So it's got this like USB, so with this cord that I have here, I can plug in the USB, plug in my phone, sit it in the sun, and charge my phone. Oh, and it's also like a weather radio too. Let's see, I could turn on the light right now, I think. Ooh, I love the noise it makes. It sounds like a little creature. It's so cute. Here's a solar-powered lantern that's inflatable. Hold on. Easy as pie. Ah! Pretty freaking cool. It's got a low setting, a medium setting, and it's also got a blinky setting. I'm not really sure why you'd want a blinky setting, but now how do I deflate it? So maybe I could just push it. I don't know how to deflate it. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Let's get the lights back on. Next, on this side of the bag, we've got some Gorilla Tape. Do you know how many things you can use duct tape for? Gorilla Tape's like even stronger. Some face masks to guard yourself from the sickness, and there's actually like 20 or 50 of them in here. Way too many, not necessary, but I figure you never know how many people you're gonna be with when the apocalypse strikes, so I could hand them out, be a savior. Also in here, we have a map of California. Pretty important so you know where you're going. So I can find some rural area that will be much safer than Los Angeles in a zombie apocalypse, okay? The rest of what is in here is clothing related, so I will show you what sort of garments and accessories we've got here. First, we've got one of these babies, pretty cool for helping you breathe through dust and maybe like camouflage, or maybe you may need to make a sling or something. Of course, you never know what season the zombie apocalypse will strike. This is a relatively lightweight jacket because I live in Los Angeles and it never really gets cold here. And also, what's cool about this jacket is the sleeves zipper off. You can turn it into a vest. If it is winter, we also have a little camo beanie. Ah, how cute. So cute. Oh, look at me. I look like a little survivor. Goggles, because you don't want the blood getting in your eyeballs and you get infected. You don't want that happening. And we've got a pretty awesome belt here for my cargo pants. All these pockets all the way up and down the legs. And last but not least, some tactical camo gloves. They're just my size too. If the glove fits, You never know if all of this will really be necessary, but you can always leave or drop things you don't need, you know? So better safe than sorry. And now, on to what you really came here for. Not stripping, the weapons! First, we've got this little doodad, straps onto your chest for easy shrinking. Wink. I know, right? You guys always get really scared when you see me with knives, and I'm sure this video is no exception, but I assure you, I am being very careful. These knives are not toys! Kids, don't play with sharp things without an adult supervision. This little buck hunting knife. Swing! Next, we've got this cool, like actually zombie themed knife. BAM! Look at that baby. Isn't he beautiful? Next are the machetes. First, we've got this United Cutlery. Oh, this is a machete, just kidding. This is just a ginormous knife. Next are some pretty cheapo machetes, but it never hurts to have some more, so whang! And then another one, whang! So we've got these two babies. I know, right? I know. We've got the baby and the mama. The daddy is my favorite. This is a Condor Machete, and it's beautiful. Very heavy duty and intense and sharp. Shwink. So this one is definitely my favorite. Beautiful, beautiful. By far the heaviest thing I have in this kit is the crowbar. It's so long. It's like 36 inches, breaking into buildings, to loot things, hitting zombies from afar. Pry bars are a useful thing, man. This is a heavy duty, awesome one. So I love it, I love it. And last but not least, my crossbow pistol. Ooh, chow, chow, chow. So I've never used this thing before, so you're probably judging me right now, but that means you can join me. I'm only pointing this at you because it's got nothing in it. I promise if we're loaded, I would not point this at your pretty face. But this means you can join me in my very first journey of trying to shoot this thing. Shall we? Hey, you wanna see my super pro target setup? Bam! It's just a bunch of pieces of cardboard taped together on a chair on the wall. Super pro target setup. Oh God, I'm gonna break something. I missed the zombie itself, but I hit the cardboard, so I'm proud of myself. Let's take a look-see. Yeah. I'm pretty proud of myself for my first time ever shooting a crossbow, but you can tell this is not a toy, man. Oh, I can't even pull it out of the thing. I'm mad because I just barely missed the zombie itself. I need to try again. Never give up. Let's try this again. 3, 2, 1. Oh! I knocked over the zombie, but you know why? Because I hit the zombie! Yeah, let's go look at it. He fell on the ground because I shot him in the throat, which unfortunately, you know, would not kill an actual zombie. So I guess in this situation I die. I consider it a win because it was dead center. It was just a little too low. So am I prepared to survive the zombie apocalypse armed with only a pistol crossbow? No. Definitely not. Not yet. But I plan on taking archery lessons. I think that would help. But that's why I have all the machetes and knives and the freaking crowbar, man. You gotta have your backups. What's your weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse? Are you like a melee, machete, crowbar kind of person? Or are you with the pew-pew guns like hardcore? I'm not a guns person. What's your opinion? What's your style of zombie killing? Let me know in the comments below. That's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video at least a little bit. And I hope it inspired you to build your own survival kit, whether it's for zombies or earthquakes, tornadoes, floods, anything. It's just a good idea to have an emergency bag filled with emergency food and water and camping supplies, just because you never know. Whether you decide to go all out like I did with machetes on the crossbow, that's up to you, but at least make something. I urge you, go do the thing. Be a Boy Scout, be prepared, listen to Scar from The Lion King, and I'll see you next week with a brand new video. I love you, bye! Next, down here on another little clip, we've got a nice handy mini flashlight. Wah! Without batteries. That's embarrassing.